Tiptoe through the tulips with me. So there will be some tulips, maybe where you live even now. They're just starting to bloom here. I can't really say there's a vast amount yet. Anyway, today, well, it's not today, it's the last day of March, but when I post this tomorrow, it will be All Fool's Day, April Fool's Day, whatever you prefer. So it's a very apt day for the foolish behaviour that I see going on. The virus is fake, people. There is no such thing as a virus. And the cold and flu symptoms that people display, especially at this time of year, but any time of year, no one knows actually how they're transmitted. Passed from person to person. Not transmitted, is it? Transferred. Oh my God. So, what more can I say without proof of that or anything else? Are the hospitals on meltdown? No. You see ambulances? No. So, all you can do is experience this thing for yourself and make your own mind up. But when you can recognize, one of these fake events, false flag, if you like, you see, I would have loved to have been able to dismiss the Twin Towers falling down as it was happening. But I was I had a muddled mind, and that was done by the deception of the media, of course. And but now we're in the middle of, well, not even probably in the middle of just the beginning of one of these things, and there are many people who can see right through it for what it is, a fake load of bullshit. And was it yesterday? Yesterday I went into Whitby. I called in at my mother's and offered to do her shopping and my own, of course. And so there are two bridges in Whitby over the River Esk, and I went over what's called the New Bridge. Well, it's probably 40 years old now, at least. And in the middle of the New Bridge were some three or four police cars, one with the lights flashing, all stationary, and waving people in on my carriageway. So I had to stop, and I just waited there, and I expected somebody to come over and tell me what was going on. No. So, I don't know, 15 seconds passed. I opened the door and walked towards this police officer. And I said, "What's the bother?" And as I was walking towards him, he was reversing away from me, going, "Stay away, stay away." That's the first time I've ever had that from a police officer. He's I felt quite empowered. So I said, "What's the bother?" And he said, "Well, are we just checking to see if your journey is necessary?" And I said, "Yes, it is necessary, thank you. Can I go now?" He said, "Yes." So I could have been doing anything, couldn't I? Drug running, gun running, planting a bomb somewhere. What use is that? It's just to intimidate and to try and get it into your mind that this thing is real. So they're doing all these, the very Well, not that I listen to the news or anything like that. I don't have a radio here now. But when I'm in my car, that's the only time and if it's, the top of the hour or something, I get the news, and it's just non-stop. I thought Brexit was bad. I really did think that was just over the top bullshit, but just to distract you. But that was just the lead up to this, obviously. Let's distract them with that bullshit, and then we'll have some more bullshit created, and on it goes. What is going to happen, I don't know, but I don't see. For a start, it was what was it, a month or something? Then it was 6 weeks. Now it's going to be 12 weeks, so they say, like 3 months. Oh my God. And then I've heard now 6 months. I mean, come on. 6 months of this bullshit. That is serious. People will be getting well fucked off with this if you make them stay indoors during the summer months. Come on, it's as if they're trying to provoke civil unrest. And there will be, I hope, the dissent among the masses, because there will be people like myself just trying to fill people in, tell them the truth. And if that spreads through the people who are locked in, and they'll be able to look for themselves more, won't they? They'll have more spare time to look, to research for themselves what's going on, and past events where they could, give them clues to this. So hopefully that will happen. But if it does, then I don't know. I don't want to think about the possible, well, violence that might occur. I don't. I don't go for that at all. Uh, so I, if I am, if I am concerned, it is purely about the ignorance of people and the possible, because they don't know all the information, what are they going to do? I mean, the people. But of course, there is another concern is to what they have planned, what they've got up the sleeves. It's not just um, like this thing has been planned for many years. I would say they've softened us up by these. They've tested the water, softened us up by showing these false flag events, blaming psycho people with guns and bombs, and then also the different diseases you may catch, like the mold, don't you? SARS, AIDS. What was that one in Mexico a few years ago? Anyway, it was it. I, I I'm really lost for words as to I should have expected the people to react like this, because the very, very, very small minority know what is going on, as in have seen through the bullshit, and the other very small minority who do know what is going on, a smaller minority, I would guess, they kind of are controlling this bullshit. So, so the so the people who know about it are in a very much in the minority, and the people who think that man landed and walked about and played golf on the moon, and think that Sandy Hook was real, and all that. They just bought this hook, line, and sinker, and they are sinking into despair. Some of the people will be, I expect. Certainly will be after 6 months of it, but it won't take that long. It'll be things will happen before that, I think, and well, it could be a natural event that's coming. I've thought of all sorts of things, and of course, it doesn't do you any harm to speculate, because you're kind of preparing yourself possibly for what might be going to happen. But you can't um, you can't believe any of that, because who knows? We don't know. It could be the the pizza dish might be going to flip like that. So I don't know. Anyway, I hope you're not fooled tomorrow. I hope you wake up tomorrow and, well, sorry, it will be. It will be today when I post this, of course. But I hope you wake up. I've woken up this morning with um, a clear mind and a determination not to be a fool ever again. See ya.